Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Journeyman. It's episode 84. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. I've had a good one. I've had a search for jobs. As you can see, we are no longer the manager of Gremio, which means we have found a new club. Who is that club, you ask? Firstly, let's have a look at how Gremio are going. They are doing average at best. 7th, 37 points. It's not all their fault. We may have taken a couple of their players with us. I'm sorry, but I had to. Right, let's go have a look. We are now at Valencia. I should have gone to club info. Valencia Football Club in Spain. So they've been a sort of 4th, 5th, 6th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, starting to trend downwards the last couple of seasons. So I thought, looks like a club that we could catapult right to the top. So we're going to try and overturn the dominance, well, I assume the dominance of Barcelona and Real Madrid. Or just Real Madrid, basically, forever. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to try and do that. Now, we are playing a 4-2-3-1 because that's what their squad was built for. Plus, it's been working for us, so why would we change? And, I mean, it's FM, so, you know. Right. We've done a bit of a... We'll have a look at a bit of this... No, show the transfers first. Transfers out and in. I didn't do any of that, did I? Oh, I did. I did do some of this. Okay. So, these three here were done before I got here. It took us a while to find a job. So, the first person in, obviously, Dylan Conley. Self-explanatory. The Gremio had relegated him to the reserves, and I went, that's not going to be good enough. In he comes. 1.1 million, over he comes. We then sold some players. Brian Zaragoza was one who was sold. Is this where our starts? I don't think... Hold on. When's that? 4th or 7th? Yes, this is our first one here. So Brian Zaragoza was a 30-year-old attacker. He was okay. But Rayo Vallecano wanted to give us 25 million for him, and I was like, absolutely, you can do that. Brandon Soppy. Okay, this one was not ideal. He's a right back. He's very good, as you can see. But PSG wanted to give me 79 million for him. And I was like, is he worth 79 million? I didn't think so. I thought he's very good, but he's not probably worth 79 million, I thought. So we sold him, took the 79 mil. We loaned out this guy. Right, then we went shopping. We needed a right back. So we went and got ourselves our right back, Nicolas Basovsky. Now, okay, so, right, he's not as good as Stoppy, right? That's pretty obvious, yeah? But he's done a good job for us. And he's Australian. So, in he came. Now, it did cost us $47.5 million. Which was a lot. 45 million profit for Gremio. So, look, it wasn't ideal. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't ideal. But, who cares? He's our boy. He's in. We're happy. You may also notice another one. Alvaro Jose Carmona. He came in. He's the goalkeeper. He's going to be the backup. Probably. Because we do have a very, very good goalkeeper who I'll show you shortly. But he can be a great fill-in and a good backup for now. We did sign one other Gremio player. Luis Antonio. So we needed a left-footed winger. Left-footed right inside forward, yes. Luis Antonio is that guy. We brought him in at the back end of last season. Cost us 45 million, rising to 57. But I really like him. Not the most pacey guy, but he's got these amazing dribbling, finishing, first touch, techers, flair. Really, really like him. So he's in the door. Now, we've also brought in a lot of others. I'll tell you about the outs as well. We loaned out Tayan Truce, who was the backup goalkeeper for Valencia. He's fine, but whatever. We got some money for him. 1.5 million loan fee, potentially selling. We also loaned out Fran Perez. He's good. He's a right-footed inside forward, but we had like lots of those, and this guy was probably, well, he was the one that I could get rid of. Out on loan at the moment. If Milan win the Serie A, we get 30.5 million for him. So it's fine. Jaden Adai, I'm pretty sure we just saw him over here. He went out. Yeah. So they bought him for 40, rising to 53. Cost us 51. And then we sold him for 33 because I just didn't want him. He's fine. Left-footed inside forward, but I preferred Antonio. Maybe it's the wrong call, but that's what I preferred. So he's out the door for 33 millions to Nice. We're still trying to sell a couple other guys, but we have brought in some players. So Emerkan Demirtas came in from Milan. He's a 20-year-old defensive midfielder. He's fine. He's solid. He should do a job. He's just going to be a backup, but he's got a little bit of potential that says he should be a good La Liga player or whatever it's called. So I don't mind him. He was 10.5 million. Soren Shitu's come in. He's just an 18-year-old with really good physicals. He's going to be a right-footed left inside forward. He looks like he could develop nicely. It says he doesn't have the most potential, but when I scouted him, he had 5 stars. So I'm thinking our coaches just don't have good judging ability. I don't know. Anthony Higgins came in from Fulham for 9.5, rising to 11.5. He's a left-footed inside forward. He was going to be the backup, but I couldn't sell our old starting one, so he's now unregistered because there's also apparently a foreign player limit. You can't have more than 3 foreign players, and I didn't know that, so we've run into a slight problem. But he looks like he's going to be really good. He's only 18. He's Scottish. He should be all right, hopefully. And it didn't cost us a lot of money. Jacob Turok come in. He's an attacking midfielder. He can play advanced forward, but I'm going to play him as an attacking midfielder. He's got good passing, good vision, good flair. He does actually have good physicals. He could do really both roles, to be honest. Right, we can't play the left flank though. But yeah, he looks pretty good. He's a Slovak, and we know that I can't bring myself to not sign a Slovak. So he came in. 20 years old, bit of potential, should be all right. Now we started to spend some. I will show you the free transfer. Noah Siddiqui. I brought him in as just depth. Basically, he was free. He looks pretty good. Defensive midfielder, or he can play right back as well. Pretty well. So he's just sort of a flexibility squad guy. He should be pretty good, I think. Right, then. We needed a striker. And this is the guy I went for from Antwerp. He's 20 years old. He's got 17 acceleration, 14 pace, 18 finishing, 16 off the ball, 14 composure. 16 penalty taking as well, which is nice. 15 heading. He's 6'4". He should be an absolute monster for us, I think. I'm really excited about him. Work rate's not quite as high as I'd like, but it's fine. He looks pretty good. Adam Grange from Antwerp. 46.5 million, currently valued at 131 to 150. So, yeah. Now we've got David Tavares Fernandez. He's a 22-year-old Portuguese central defender. He's 6'2", 17 jumping reach, 13 heading, 13 marking, 15 tackling, 13 positioning. He's not quite as good as I would have liked, but I couldn't really find anyone that was not going to cost us an absolute fortune. He's just going to be sort of like a bench guy, a rotation option. He should be fine. He should do a good, solid job. Don't expect wonders from him, though. Then who else we got? Les Broadfoot. So, left back. Wonder kid. 18 years old. From Man City. What did he cost us? 28.5, rising to 33.5. Quite a bit of money, not going to lie, but he looks pretty well-rounded for the fullback position that we're going to play. So he's probably just going to be our starter. We don't have a lot of options at left back. They're all kids. Could have gone out and bought. I've got a lot of money. I'll show you that in a minute as well. We could go out and buy like a superstar left back and have this guy as the rotational option, but he's a foreign player, so I kind of don't want to do that. And he's decent. He should do a pretty good, solid job at left back, to be honest. And then this one, we needed another centre back. Alberto's the man. He's come in. He's 20 years old, Spanish, 6'2", 16 jumping reach, 14 heading, 15 marking, 14 tackling, and pretty good mentals. Yeah, he looks like he's going to be very good. He's only 20, like I said. Cost us 30 million, rising to 47.5 potentially. But yeah, he's valued at what? Okay, 41 to 55. So we paid right around what he's valued at. I think he's going to be good. He's probably going to be the starter. He might be the backup. I haven't decided. We'll show you the rest of the squad. So here's our goalie, Georgi Mamadashvili, the Liverpool guy. He is a monster. An absolute monster. So he wants to leave because we didn't qualify the Champions League. So he wants to leave to play in the Champions League, but I'm not going to allow it. We've got Christian Mosquera, who's a wonder kid. He's wanted by Benfica. He also wants to leave to play in the Champions League. He's also very good, 6'3". He's got good numbers there and there and there. Solid sort of guy. Alberto, like I said, he's going to come in. He's left-footed, which is nice. Les Broadfoot. Now we've got Duarte Nogueira, who looks like a pretty well-rounded defensive midfielder to me. Nothing spectacular, but solid everywhere. We also have Javi Guerrera, who's probably a better attacking midfielder or central midfielder, but we're going to play him as a defensive midfielder because you may have already seen who's our attacking midfielder, and he's a monster. So we could play him in a lot of different positions, this guy, but I'm going to try him at defensive midfield first to try and... He's got 9 and 10 and 12 for marking, positioning, tackling. It should be fine. Luis Antonio, like I said, he's in at the moment. He's probably going to be the backup to begin with because I'll show you who we have. Florian Wirtz, he's the man who's going to play attacking midfielder. He's an absolute monster. We all know Florian Wirtz, one of the best kids in world football, and he's developed into an absolute magician. So he also wants to leave to go play Champions League, but I'm not going to allow it. So he's staying. We also have Williot Svedberg, who's a Swedish 27-year-old, and he's just well-rounded. He's going to play as the inside forward to begin with. He's another that could drop back to the defensive midfielder position. We could switch him and Guerra, but this is what we're going with for now. Granger's going to start up top. We also have Jose Antonio Torrent, who's the right backup, 21-year-old Spanish guy, decent potential. He's going to be the backup. He's not great, but he'll do. Rafa Marin. So it's him or Alberto to start. And I'm going with Alberto just because he's a left back, basically. So, I mean left-footed, not left back. Centre back who's left-footed. But there's a good chance Marin might come in for him. We will just have to see about that. Jose Francisco is the backup left back. He was already at the club. 19-year-old, good potential. He's actually pretty good. I nearly just wasn't going to sign a left back at all, but then I found this Broadfoot as an 18-year-old, and I thought, yeah, he looks better, so I'll get both of them. Christian Belic is a backup defensive midfielder / starting defensive midfielder. They're all very similar. He's actually probably a bit better. His mentals are really good, so I might end up whacking him in for Nagira. I haven't decided yet. Very similar. Emikin Demirtas, that's the guy we signed to play defensive mid. Now we've also got Nicolo Zaniolo. Nicolo Zaniolo. Yeah. He's 32 years old, so I'm trying to phase him out at that age. I couldn't sell him. So he's going to be our starting right inside forward, but he's just got a bit of a knock at the moment. He's going to sit on the bench to start with. Jacob Torok's going to be our attacking midfielder backup, the Slovakian guy that we signed. We've also got Matias Nunes, who can play defensive mid or attacking mid or anywhere along the front three, really. So at the moment, he's going to slot in as our backup to Swedberg. But there's a chance I slot him into defensive midfield as well and rejig everything up here. Haven't fully decided yet. We may, I don't know exactly what we're going to do. We'll see what happens. And we've got Cody Gakpo as well, who's going to be the backup striker. He's 32 years old. He's okay. He's not great. I kind of want to sell him, but nobody wants him. So, yeah, and then we've got Noah Sadiki. So that's the team. That's the squad. It's a work in progress. I'm not going to lie. It's a work in progress. I don't know. I don't think we can compete for the league this year. Not at all. But who knows? We'll give it a go and we'll see what happens. We are going to play a game. We're going to play Espanyol at home to start this league season. So let's go do that now and hopefully get a win on the board to start the season. Hopefully we can have a good run at Valencia, get them into the mix for the title in Spain. So when we were looking for a job, hold on, let me just do this and then I'll tell you about that. Our home form is important to us. That's true. So we'll quickly do this and then I'll tell you all about the job search. I'm going to do some new kits and stuff as well at some point, but right now, that is what, hold on, pause. I need to turn the highlights back on. Replays. Goals, disallowed, offside goals. That'll do. Right. Okay, go. Score. Nagira, no. Swedberg, no, away. Javi Guerra to Grange. Into Luis Antonio. He's offside. Okay, so, yes, while we were looking for a job, there weren't a lot of jobs out there that were really tickling the fancy. And then Tottenham came to us and offered us an interview without me applying for the job or anything. Because, like I said, I wasn't. Luis Antonio shoots and misses. I didn't want to go to the Premier League straight away. So I tanked. I pretty much tanked. I asked for improved facilities and all these sorts of things to take the job. And they said no, don't worry about it. But Christian Mosquera scores our first goal. Grange with the assist from the corner. And it is 1-0 Valencia after 14 minutes. So Tottenham had offered us a job. I didn't get an interview. The only other interview I had was the Valencia interview. And I was like, yeah, okay, I fancy a bit of Spain. I haven't managed in Spain much, to be honest. So Tanganga goes forward, whips in a cross. Felu can't put it on target. It's out of play. Yeah, I hadn't managed in Spain a lot, so I thought, yeah, let's try and break the Real Madrid dominance. So we're going to give it a go and see how that happens. But, Verts to Svedberg. Svedberg heads it into the post. But yeah, so we'll see if we can break this Real Madrid dominance, and then we will try and head to England. I did try. The Man United job became insecure, so I did declare interest in that because I would have done that. Babel. Oh, well done, Mosquera, but it's only as far as Nico Melamed, who finds the empty net. Very disappointing. Just a bit of a unlucky sort of clearancey type thing. Yeah, disappointing. Bubble. Who was it? Mosquera that came across? Yeah, Mosquera came across to clear only as far as Nico, and Nico had no issues placing it into the empty net. And it's 1-1. Disappointing. But we go again. Javi Guerra. I'm not going to say that right. Now Alberto brings it forward. Still going. The centre back. Still going. Brings it past halfway. Still going. Plays to Wirtz. Nagira looks for Spasovsky. Can't get him. Back to Nagira. Cuts it back. Luis Antonio, the new man, is in. He started well. He's got a goal on debut. And you love to see it. I do love to see it anyway. Coming across with us from Gremio, making his European debut and scoring on it. With his non-preferred foot, mind you, as well, because he's left-footed. And it is 2-1 Valencia. We did play Espanyol in a friendly, and we beat them 3-0. So I was expecting a pretty easy sort of game, but it's not proving to be that at this stage. Feliu has it for them. Ayats. Now Phillips. Legowski. Come on, boys, win it. We did. Mosquero does well. Spasovsky picks it up. Now all the way back to Mamardashvili. Yeah. Nagira to Mosquera. Brings it forward. Our centre-backs love a run. We know this. Swedberg. Terrible pass from Swedberg. Intercepted by Feliu. Broadfoot does well, though. To Wirtz. Now Swedberg. Plays to Grange on debut. Adam Grange gets his first of what is hopefully many. Now, you may notice that Dylan Conley is not in the squad for today after being brought in. And the reasoning for that is, like I said, I didn't realise there was a foreign player limit. So I've made the hard decision to leave him out of the league squad. We will play him in cups. We will play him in European competitions. We'll play all of those things. But unfortunately, he's not going to be able to be available for the league games at this stage. Because Broadfoot, is in a more important position. Who's the other one? Antonio. I like him. I could have left him out, but we don't really have it. Oh, he's done it again. Can't leave him out, can we? He just scores goals, isn't it? Bit of a scrambled play there. Let's watch it again. Javi Guerra played it up to Wirtz, who played it off of a player into another player. Antonio stole it off that player and put it past the keeper. So yeah, bit of a scramble, but it's a goal. So happy days. Yeah, so unfortunately Dylan Connolly won't be playing in La Liga at this moment because Spasovsky and Broadfoot and Antonio are our non-European players. So yeah, disappointing, but it's all I could do once I realised that I'd messed up. So Adam Grange just hit the post. I thought he was offside. That's why I didn't commentate. But he wasn't. He was onside. He headed it into the post. Disappointing. He's a big boy, Grange. I'm very excited. I didn't even realise when I signed him that he was 6'4" and could head the ball. But now that he is, man, he should be an absolute monster for us. So I'm excited about him. I'm excited about most of our signings, to be honest. Obviously, if Dylan was to have been registered, he wouldn't be our starting striker anyway. He'd have to be coming off the bench. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. Away. No, Tavares hits it and wide of the mark. But yeah, so I will look to potentially, maybe we will sign because the window's not closed. The registration window and stuff is not closed yet. So maybe we'll look to sign like a superstar left back. So we can unregister Broadfoot. Maybe send him on loan or something. Give someone either debuts. Give some debuts. Why not? DM. Do we have another DM that can debut? Yeah, Sadiki's a DM. He can debut. And give Torok a run and give Verts a rest. Sure. So that's all the debuts. Oh, except Fernandez. That's fine. Actually, I could have. It's fine. Just leave it like that for now. It's 4-1, obviously, so it's well and truly game over at this point, you would suggest. Away. Oh, is he giving away a penalty? Has he given away a penalty? Might have given away a penalty. It's only just come on the field, Torrent. Oh, no penalty. Okay, no penalty. Free kick on the edge of the box. No yellow for Torrent. So, no harm done. No harm done. Svedberg to Torrent. Here we go again. Gives it away. Okay, Torrent's not doing well. Sadiki hits it. Oh, okay. Sadiki just had a slap, but it was not a bad effort. It was hit quite hard. Granger's taking the corners. But he's a big boy. We need him in the middle. Okay, we might have to look at that. Because we don't want him taking corners when he's like 6'4" and can jump and head. That's crazy. Francisco. Svedberg. Svedberg again. Has a shot. Oh! It's hit the post and come back out. I'm not really sure how. But now they're on the counter. No, Sadiki cuts it out. End of highlight. Alright, well, it's been a very dominant display. They've only had one shot on target. Yes. 5 shots, 1 shot on target. We've had a lot. 9 on target, 18 shots. We've had 55% possession as well. Very dominant display in our first game in charge of Valencia. Got to be happy with that. Much better second half. The first half was okay without being brilliant. Second half was spectacular. And we go to second in the league behind Real Sociedad. So they beat Osasuna 5-0. Good on them. All right, well, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you were excited about the Valencia choice. I think it's going to be a fun little couple of seasons, hopefully. Don't forget to go down below, hit the thumbs up if you did like the episode. If you didn't, sorry, can't help it. Let me know down below as well what you think of our signings. Let me know how disappointed you are that Dylan Connolly isn't registered for the league. Don't worry, I'm fully with you, but I had to do it. And yeah, I'll see you all. Don't forget to follow the channel, that sort of jazz. See you all tomorrow when we come back for... Let's not go too far ahead. We want to learn the team and stuff. I don't even know who the good teams are in Spain. Maybe we'll just come back for... Yeah, we'll come back for September. We'll come back for Leganes and Getafe. All right, those are the 2 games we'll head back for. Yeah, we'll do that. Home against Leganes, away against Getafe. See you all tomorrow. Have a good one.